Welcome to Mr. Gossip. I am Sarah, your ultimate destination for Young and the Restless drama. Young and the Restless photo preview June 30th. Jill has her hands full with Billy and Kane. Jill steps in to settle a feud while Diane's risky escape plan takes shape. Plus, Kyle and Tracy fear Patty's next move. Days of Our Lives star Lauren Koslow heads from Salem to Genoa City when the actress steps in as a temporary Jill Abbott in scenes on Young and the Restless this week. In the photos for Tuesday, June 30th, Jill contends with Billy and Kane for what's sure to be a rough reunion. It has been a minute since Jill days Lauren Koslow and Billy Jason Thompson talked in person. At one point, Billy was headed to London to work out the tension between him and his ailing mother. But that didn't happen after Sally learned that she was pregnant. But now Jill has seemingly returned to Genoa City. Hopefully, her health woes are a thing of the past. And now she and Billy can get down to business. Diane Susan Walters is being held against her will and gaslit by a therapist who apparently follows the teachings of the sick and twisted Dr. Alan Loron Christopher Cousins. But she's doing her best to do a little gaslighting of her own. She's pretending to go along with this treatment after an alleged nervous breakdown. But in reality, she's looking for any way to escape this madhouse. One of those ways is getting close to the deranged Dr. Markham, Jerry Burns. In YNR's weekly video preview, she even goes as far as to ask about patients who develop feelings for their therapists. Patty, Stacey Hayduk, apparently shows up at Markham's house. It's practically Grand Central Station. She might be warning the psychiatrist about 1. Jack, Peter Bergman, who's determined to find Diane and knows where Markham lives, and 2. Diane, a person Patty knows to be underhanded herself. Finally, Kyle, Michael Mueller, and Tracy Beth Maitland, who were exiled from the Abbott mansion, worry about Patty's latest move. They know that woman will have several schemes up her sleeve to keep Jack and Diane apart. Kyle wanted to be the one to break into Markham's home after he tracked the man there, but Jack insisted on being the one to do it. And now, who knows where the hell he is? Young and the Restless spoilers June 30th. Diane risks everything to escape before it's too late. Diane decides waiting is no longer an option as she puts a dangerous escape plan into motion. Meanwhile, Jill returns to Genoa City determined to settle unfinished business between Billy and Kane. While Kyle and Tracy grow increasingly worried about Patty's latest move, Diane realizes that waiting for someone to rescue her may no longer be enough. At the same time, Jill returns to Genoa City with one goal in mind: forcing Billy and Kane to finally settle their long-running conflict. Diane Susan Walters has spent days trapped under Dr. Lawrence Markham's Jerry Burns, watches Patty Stacey Hayduk tightens her grip on everyone around her. Each new revelation has made it clear that Patty's obsession isn't fading, leaving Diane with fewer reasons to believe help will arrive before it's too late. Rather than continuing to wait, Diane begins putting together an escape plan of her own. It's a risky decision, but one that could be her only chance to break free before Patty's dangerous fantasy causes even more damage. After everything Diane has endured, taking control of her own fate may be the only move she has left. Kyle and Tracy fear Patty's next move. Kyle, Michael Mueller, and Tracy Beth Maitland are both deeply unsettled by Patty's latest actions. The longer Patty remains in control of the situation, the more unpredictable she becomes, making it harder to anticipate what she might do next. Their concern isn't just for Diane's safety. Every passing moment increases the possibility that Patty will make a move that changes everything for the Abbott family. That growing sense of urgency could push Kyle and Jack, Peter Bergman, to make even riskier decisions in their efforts to bring Diane home. Jill pushes Billy and Kane to end the feud. Jill, temporarily Lauren Koslow, doesn't return to Genoa City to play peacemaker quietly. She has watched Billy Jason Thompson and Kane, Billy Flynn, clash long enough and decides it's time to force a conversation neither man has been willing to have. The tension between them has grown well beyond business disagreements, creating divisions that continue to ripple through Chancellor and the people closest to them. Jill clearly believes the only way forward is through a direct confrontation, whether Billy and Kane are ready for it or not. If anyone can force these two stubborn rivals to face each other, it's Jill. Young and the Restless weekly update, June 29th to July 3rd. Nikki's fight changes everything. Nikki's life-changing health crisis dominates Genoa City as Victor refuses to give up hope, and the Newman family rallies around her. Jill arrives with unfinished business, and Jack and Kyle race against time as Diane searches for a way to escape Patty's dangerous grip. Weekly update for June 29th to July 3rd tease that Nikki is in the fight of her life, and it could change everything. Plus, Jill's in town, and she wants Kane and Billy to bury the hatchet while Diane plots her escape, and Jack and Kyle try to foil Patty. Victor, Eric Braden, put Claire's Haley Aaron loyalty to the test as he tried to determine whether she would keep Nikki's Melody Thomas Scott confidence or tell him what was really going on. At the Abbott mansion, Patty, Stacey Hayduke, escalated her obsession with Jack, Peter Bergman, making it clear that Diane's safety depended on him playing by her rules. Meanwhile, Nikki's appointment with her doctor took a devastating turn when she learned she had a mass on her optic nerve that could leave her blind without risky surgery. Nikki kept the truth about her diagnosis from Victor, refusing to let him take control of her medical crisis despite growing pressure from Victoria, Amelia Heinley, to come clean. Kyle, Michael Mueller, pursued a promising lead that pointed him toward Diane's possible location, and he became convinced that time was running out to rescue his mother. Elsewhere, Nate Sean Dominic found himself entrusted with a sensitive secret, adding another layer of responsibility as tensions continued to build across Genoa City. Victoria continued urging Nikki to tell Victor the truth about her diagnosis before it was too late, but Nikki remained determined to face the crisis on her own terms. Nick, Joshua Morrow, battled temptation after an unexpected encounter reminded him how fragile his recovery remained, leaning on Sharon Case for support. At the same time, Noah, Lucas Adams, deliberately provoked Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, refusing to believe Matt's claims that he had truly changed. As Nikki's condition rapidly worsened, Victor went to extraordinary lengths to find the best surgeon available, refusing to give up on saving her eyesight. With the Newman family gathered anxiously at the hospital, emotions ran high as difficult decisions loomed. Across town, Jack struggled with an impossible choice as he searched for the best way to rescue Diane, Susan Walters, knowing every move he made could put her in even greater danger. Victor made a surprising discovery about Nikki's diagnosis that changed the way he approached her medical battle and the decisions ahead. Jack and Kyle joined forces on a risky plan involving Patty, hoping they could outsmart her before Diane paid the ultimate price. Meanwhile, Stephanie Vivica A. Fox turned to Nate with an unexpected request, recruiting him for a special project with important personal and professional implications.